Bob Larson and Tom McIntyre are back tonight with another of their amazing adventures.
This time they are heading to Fulton County and into the past to visit a place that's thrived for thousands of years.
The land near the Illinois and Spoon Rivers in Fulton County is rich and fertile, both in plants and animals. The backwaters home to pelicans, ducks, and geese. There are plants and fish in abundance, and it's been this way for thousands of years.
The first people to call this area their home came at the end of the last ice age. These early Illinoisans would hunt the giant mastodon with spears.
And although the history of the people who lived in this region might go back 10,000 years or more, the history of the place called Dixon Mounds goes back to 1927.
And that's when a local man, a chiropractor named Don Dixon, discovered a prehistoric burial mound on his family farm. Artifacts had been found before, but Don Dixon did something unusual. He started a little museum around his discovery.
And then the people started coming.
And they came by the thousands. The primary exhibition was the exposed burial mound. But attendance dropped during the Great Depression and World War II, and in 1945, Don Dixon sold the site to the state of Illinois. The family continued to operate it. By 1965, it became part of the Illinois State Museum system.
Dixon Mounds was almost shut down twice. In 1992, after protests, the burial exhibit and the museum were closed, and 2 years of reimagining the role of the museum took place.
And in 2015, Governor Rauner, facing a tight budget, planned to close the museum. But Dixon Mounds survives. Now the museum tells the stories of 600 generations of Native people.
We live on a landscape that is massively occupied for thousands of years. Every day when I drive across it, I'm thinking of that. I say I live in all these different centuries and just visit this one.
As Dwayne Essery puts it, there were people in every nook and cranny. The population in the area then was higher than it is now. The fertility of Fulton County can take some credit.
So it's good soils for farming, great soils for gathering, great biological populations of fish and animals, and so it's an extraordinarily rich zone.
The Dixon Mounds Museum focus is now on the lives of those people who lived here once and not how they died. It's a reminder that they fished and they farmed and they hunted, lived in cities and villages for a millennia or more, and left behind stories we're only now beginning to understand.
For Bob and Tom's Excellent Adventure, I'm Bob Larson.
And I'm Tom McIntyre.